Hello and welcome to another glass of bubbly video. My name is Oliver Walkie and I have here with me Christopher and Eve Walkie to help me taste vintage sparkling wines from around the world 2014. In this video I'm going to be sharing 10 interesting facts about the country, a little bit about the winery and then tasting notes on the wine. So our first country we're visiting is France. So here are 10 interesting facts about France. At one point in time, France controlled 8% of the world. If your loved one has passed away in France before you have married them, it is not too late. You can still legally marry a dead person in France, but only if they consent beforehand. The King of France in 1830 was Louis XIX. His reign lasted for an incredible 20 minutes or so. He abdicated right after his father did during the French Revolution. Just before Hitler visited the Eiffel Tower, the French decided to cut the cables to the elevator, meaning Hitler had to climb up 674 steps to reach the first floor, and if he wanted to climb to the very top of the tower, he would have spent at the very least half an hour climbing 665 steps. There is a coffee shop in France where being rude will literally cost you. Just by saying hello and please will decrease the amount of money you have to spend on your cup of coffee from €7 down to €1.40. Imagine being born a king. Not just in line to be king, but actually being born a king. That was a reality for King John I of France, but unfortunately he didn't get to experience his life for long. He lived for only 5 days. France uses 12 different time zones, the most in the world, more than the USA and Russia, which both tied for second with 11. Whenever you wave a white flag, it means that you surrender, but from 1814 to 1830, the national flag of the Kingdom of France was just plain white. This happened the same year Napoleon was defeated and exiled, and ended the same year as the French Revolution. More people speak French in Africa than they do in France. It's about 120 million people in Africa and 67 million in France. If you want to become a citizen of France, then there is a way of going about it. If you join the French Foreign Legion and are wounded while defending France, you can then apply to become a French citizen. They say you are French by spilled blood. Those are the 10 facts. Now on to the wine. This is Colette Bonnet. This is a champagne. It won the Classic and Elegant trophy, silver medal, Classic and Elegant, at the 2019 Glass of Bubbly Awards. Colette Bonnet is located in France. Their story started out in 1911 and they now create organic champagnes. They are proud to not use any chemicals in their production. So let's open our first bottle.
I think that one with the cafe, when you said the cafe, you get a discount by being rude?
No,
you get you're...
If you say please,
yeah,
normal price of coffee is €7.
If you say please, it goes down a bit.
If you say please, it goes down to about €4.
Okay.
If you say please and hello,
yeah,
it goes down to €1.40.
What about if you're rude, so you don't say anything at all, does the price come up?
No.
No. Can make a lot of money. Okay, this is quite... I mean, Colette Bonnet is a very small production. I think 1,000 bottles each label, I think. And it's served at the Champagne Root Bar that you and me have been to in London.
Yeah.
It's nice, it's got very honey kind of pastry. Honey pastry. You get the pastry. You get a very soft, sweet citrus from it as well. You get yourself.
Yeah, honey pastry, it's like a typical champagne.
Typical champagne, yeah. That's the Pinot Noir, this one, isn't it? Pinot Noir, extra brut.
Yeah, Pinot Noir 2014.
Quite punchy, the Pinot Noir usually. So it's certainly very clean, clear kind of red berry fruits in that. Less so on the pastry side now.
It's more zesty.
Was it classic and elegant?
Yeah.
Silver medal. It's typical kind of champagne. Not very acidic, touch of acidity, but not an awful lot.
Smooth as well.
I think it'd be good for certain kind of food pairings.
Yeah.
It's got a touch of sweetness towards the end, a tiny bit of sweetness towards the end, but I don't know if we did a food pairing with this one. Did we do the Pinot Noir? Oh, we did. I'm sure we've done this at some point. But not nice. So 2014 Colic Bonnet.
Now on to our second country, which is Italy. Here are 10 facts about Italy. About 40% of divorces in Italy use WhatsApp as evidence to report unfaithfulness. On the 22nd of August 1954, Italy placed a bronze statue of Jesus Christ in the Mediterranean Sea. It stands at 8 feet tall at a depth of 56 feet. There is an island in Italy called Poveglia, sorry if I mispronounced that is reported to be so haunted that no one is permitted to enter. Milan must be one of the happiest cities in the world, with a legal requirement to smile at all times. The only time you're not breaking the law by not smiling is when at hospitals or at a funeral. A man in Italy under house arrest in 2013 asked the police to take him to prison to escape his wife. When it comes to millionaires, you don't normally think of animals, but there is a cat in Italy that inherited $13 million from its late owner. The University of Bologna, constructed in 1088, currently stands as Europe's oldest university. In 2008, people in the city of Marino, Italy, turned on their taps to find their water had been turned into wine. This was thanks to a technical error during a grape festival. There is a fountain in Italy that flows out red wine 24 hours a day. In 1964, a man had a platform built off the coast of Italy which housed multiple buildings including a bar, nightclub and radio station. A couple of years later, on the 24th of June 1968, the man declared independence from Italy and became president of Rose Island. It didn't last long, though. That same year, the Italian government sent in troops to crush the rebellion, and then the Navy blew up the platform. Now on to the Italian sparkling wine. This won a bronze medal in the Zesty and Zingy category at the World's Finest Glass of Ugly Awards. This is Lantieri.
French water.
This wine is available on Mondial Wines.
Yeah, Mondial Wines do quite a few nice Italian sparkling wines, very well known for Italian wines altogether.
I believe they have over 600 wines from 20 different regions.
Really? Well, that's good. I didn't know that. 600 wines, Mondial. because it's cheaper. Cool. You say zesty, I've got very toasty on this straight away. An oaky toast. Maybe that'll fade down a bit. What about you? Do you get that kind of burnt toast?
Yeah.
I know you're struggling with one or two little pronunciations of Italian places, but you've yet to be invited to an Italian press tour. You need, once you go there, you get used to it. I mean, I've been in Italy 20 times probably for wine tourism kind of events. So when you start to go there, you get an idea, understanding. That's an interesting nose. Yeah, that zesty and zing, you say, yeah. Yeah, definitely, isn't it? The flavours are totally different to what you would expect from the nose.
Completely different.
Again, quite smooth.
It is.
Even though it's zingy, it's like...
It's not so...
It's not acidic, it's not, Sometimes the wine can be a bit too much. But the nose compared to the flavours too, you think, oh, this is oaky and toasty, and then when you taste it, it's not, okay, well, fair enough, it's zesty and zingy. Good. Very chilled water.
Ready for the third
Yep.
wine? This time we're going to Germany. We have 10 facts about Germany. There is no punishment to try and escape from a German prison because they say it's a basic human instinct to be free. After the devastation of World War I, only 1 in 3 women would find a husband in Germany. Approximately a third of Germany is powered by renewable energy. Every year in Germany, there are on average 5,500 World War II bombs discovered. That's about an average of 15 bombs discovered and defused a day. Berlin is 9 times larger than Paris and contains more bridges than Venice. Germany abolished tuition fees in 2014 for students at all public universities. There is a German town that is completely surrounded by Switzerland. It's called I can't pronounce that.
You have to research it on Google.
You can still see the east and west divide in Germany from space because of the different street lamps they use.
That's interesting.
In the German army, you are allowed to disobey a direct order if you think it would violate human dignity according to your moral sense of wrong and right. More money is spent on pets in America than on Germany's defence force. Now onto the wine. This is Frank John. They won a silver medal in the zesty and zinging category at the World's Finest Glass of Lovely Awards 2019.
2019 or 18? Was it 2019? Was it really? Okay.
Frank John can proudly state that since their first vintage, they have only been using grapes of biodynamic cultivation. They bought their building in 2002, and then 1 year later they started their production of German sparkling wines. To store their sparkling wines, they renovated a 400-year-old Renaissance building into a wine cellar. Frank John has the motto, great old school wines. So let's get to tasting.
I must have tasted this before. That's good, so far. A little bit. We've got no red sparkling wine today, so that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Hello. Thank you. vegetal is kind of, I don't know, I'm getting parsnips on the nose. Is that you, or is it just me?
I'm getting a typical Riesling.
Yeah, Riesling, yeah, no, that's coming through, yeah. Green fruits, petrol. I had parsnips initially. I thought, where's
I've still
parsnips?
got parsnips.
You still have Well,
Oh, the parsnips are coming through.
oh, here we go. We get parsnips.
That's funny.
Definitely an issue.
Yeah, you can definitely smell parsnips on that.
But yeah, you've got the kind of green fruits, the petrol-y. Very, very nice, very elegant. Sorry, what did you say that one is? Zesty and Zingy?
Zesty and Zingy.
Yeah, zesty and Zingy again, but very nice undercurrent kind of thing, which is the parsnips in there with the flavour. Hopefully that's not going to be bad news if it's parsnip taste.
Again, another smooth one. So 2014 is showing to be quite smooth at the moment.
And obviously the wineries chose well to use just grape from that year. Again, it's very elegant. I mean, I'd even class that as a kind of a classic and elegant flavour as well.
That's what I was thinking.
It is.
It could easily be, yeah.
To me, that is very, very nice, very relaxing, very calming. Although it's a fizz, it's very nice.
What about roast dinner?
Possibly, you could do, depending on the meats that you've got.
And you've got roast parsnips.
And you've got roast parsnips, yeah. And you may lose out, they're probably going to cancel each other out, that's the only thing. But, yeah, very nice.
Very nice,
very good. Yeah. Last one, I think, aren't we?
Yeah, our fourth and final vintage is from South Africa. So here are 10 facts about South Africa. South Africa is not just a rainbow nation because they have 11 official languages. They are also the country of gold. About 40% of all gold in the world has been mined out of South Africa. There are a lot of carjackers in South Africa. So to combat this, it is legal to attach small flamethrowers to your car. Ever wanted to have a drink inside a tree? In South Africa, there is a bar inside a 6,000-year-old tree. South Africa has a wide range of environments, including deserts, mountains, subtropical forests, wetlands, grasslands, bush, and
Ecoplanes? No.
No.
That has something else as well.
Yes.
Yes.
When it comes to clean drinking water, South Africa ranks third for being the cleanest in the world. Route 64 is the longest wine route in the world, stretching 850 kilometres. Off the coast of South Africa, there are more than 2,500 shipwrecks, with most of them dating back over 500 years. The Republic of South Africa is South Africa's official name. South Africa is one of 12 countries that have more than one capital city. South Africa has 3, including Cape Town, Pretoria and Bloemfontein. On 3rd of December 1967, Dr. Christian Barnard performed the first heart transplant at a hospital in Cape Town, South Africa. Now on to the sparkling wine. This is Graham Beck, a rosé. Located in Breed River Valley in South Africa, Graham Beck was founded in 1983 and released their first non-vintage in 1993. It all started with when the late Graham Beck purchased a farm just outside the Western Cape town of Robertson. He had the ambition to establish a world-class winery. Graham Beck was an entrepreneur with success stories within property and coal mining. In his global business ventures, enabled him to pursue 2 great passions successfully, wine and horse riding, both of which continue today in the hand of his son Anthony. Graham Beck, passionately pursuing perfect goal.
Passionately pursuing perfect bubble.
Yes.
What did they win?
They won a silver medal in the gastronomic category.
Oh, gastronomic.
2019 Glasgow Hobby Awards.
Looking forward to tasting this one. I've seen it up on the shelf for a while, so no, it's good so far, Oliver. It's really interesting facts. Really good initiative to do this. So.
Thank you.
It's been all done by you, so we've not contributed at all. So. Well, very lively.
It's pale salmon pink.
The colour, I'm still waiting for the
Right, the bubbles, isn't it?
purge to, yeah. Still waiting. You've got very soft raspberry kind of cream, raspberry ripple possibly,
These summer berries.
summer berries.
There is a sweet, sweet aroma to them.
Again, a very nice balance on the flavour. It's rounded, it's very soft. I can see this possibly with some fresh fruit desserts. It's very nice. I'm just going to put a bit more in there to get the aromas again. I think they've all been, although they're rather different and they've got their own characters, they've all been of the same kind of standard. Obviously, we know they're 2014, we've been told, but something connects them all together, which is possibly the quality. Obviously, they've all got different terroirs, so different weather, different land, totally, and grapes, but there's something just connecting them all together.
From tasting this, 2014 seems like a good year.
It does, yeah. And yeah, it's very, as you say, it's summer berry fruit, but you've got raspberry ripple, you've got sweetness to the nose.
Yeah.
And the flavour initially dry, and then it comes through with its red fruits. But again, it's very classy, it's very elegant. Pinot Noir and Rosé. We've got two Pinot Noirs. Yeah. That was really good. Yeah.
Well, that concludes it. Thank you for watching, and join us again next time when we taste another year.